It says rotate your phone.
Okay. So how will we do that with?
Oh, we are live.
Are we live? What did it say? Rotate your phone.
Yeah.
Look at your thing. Are we sideways? Are we sideways? Do you think we know how to do this? Am I like this? Hold on, we're figuring it out. Bad news. Poor Tammy might have to sit there and hold us. We're looking. Hi, everybody.
I don't know if you're.
Can you check, Nick?
Yeah.
We're so excited to be live and trying to figure this out, figure it out here. Maybe we just have to rotate the phone and we'll have to do it like that, Tam.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Am I the right way?
No, you're sideways.
Sideways. 1 second, here we go. You gotta unclip the back. Unclip the back. Hold it like that. And there's no way to hold it then.
Then I'm holding it.
You could sit if you want.
Okay.
All right. Hey, everybody. Here we are. It's me, Danny Roebuck. We figured it out. So sorry about that housekeeping. Trying to get everything done and everything magical for our friends at home. So it is me, Daniel Roebuck, and we're here in front of the Munsters house. Yeah. Dun, da, 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 da. Every time we'd read the script when we were making the Munsters, we would have read-throughs for the first month, and we got to the end, bam, bam, we'd all start humming it. Anyway, Daniel Roebuck here, and I'm with my wife Tammy. Beautiful Tammy is holding the phone, and Nick from Streamily. Here's Nick.
Hello.
Nick from Streamily is over there, and we're here in Florida, and hopefully you're all thinking, how great Christmas is just around the corner. Thank you for taking a few moments out of the cookie making and the cheesecake making and the ham making to be here with us. Tammy was just making cheesecake. She didn't ask what kind of cheesecake I wanted, so I'll be curious to see what we get.
Butch Patrick says hi.
Oh, hey to Butch Patrick, our friend Butch Patrick, one of the great OG Munsters. And Butch, I know, has done Streamily. Am I right, Nick?
I believe so.
Yeah, Butch, you've been on here signing things for people. It's kind of fun to do this, to have this experience. And while we're here and while we're doing it, aside from the fact that we have stuff to sign, and do I understand, Nick from Streamily?
Yes.
People can, if they want to, they can go to the link.
If you go to streamily.com/Daniel Roebuck.
That's my name, Daniel Roebuck.
You can get any of the prints that we're going to be signing here, any of the toys, any of the posters.
We have toys, we have posters. I have only a couple of these and a couple posters. So if it's something that you're interested in, I would say go to streamily.com/Daniel Roebuck, and we'll get it to you. We'll get it out ASAP.
Yeah.
We're here in the East Coast, and we'll get stuff out as soon as tomorrow. Does it go out? Is that how it works?
By the end of the week, yeah.
By the end of the week. Okay. So anyway, that's me and Nick and Tammy, and hello to Butch and everybody else. And so, are there any questions coming in before we start?
Just hi, a lot of highs, and they love cheesecake. And
No, I'm here too. That's we're such actors, Nick, are we? Oh, you love cheesecake. What do you think about Grandpa Munster? These beautiful busts will be available to sign. I'll have them at conventions, and the next time we do a Streamily signing, we'll have some of these available. They'll be painted a little, or they won't be. We haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, there he is, Grandpa. Yeah, that's from our friend Mucky Chris and his team have done a great job creating this Grandpa Munster bust, the Count. Look, it even has my name. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Okay, so what do? Do we begin, Nick?
If you're ready.
Let's sign something.
All right, first up is one of the Munsters trio figurines, the NECA toys.
All right, now here, I'm going to take this other one that could be yours if you wanted it, and I'll put it over here. how great are these? So let's talk about these for a second. I want to do kind of, I've always wanted to be on the like
QVC.
QVC.
Yeah.
Or in my case, cute VC. Because see, I'm cute. But our friends at NECA have done such a great job with these dolls. Nick, can you go around?
Yeah.
There's a little Grandpa Munster doll by the by the Munsters coach over there.
Yeah.
Do you see it on the left side of the TV?
Yeah.
It's somewhere over there. So here is these dolls.
It's
were,
the it's
oh,
the
not
little
that one, not that one, sorry.
it's the little tiny figure that's out of the box.
That's out of the box.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You almost had a preview of something really amazing that's coming in a few weeks.
Tom McCombs wants a signed piece of my cheesecake.
Oh.
Well,
Tom and Tim.
Tom has everything
Yeah,
else of
yeah.
yours already
Yeah.
signed.
Tom and Tim have hello to Tim, a great photographer. Tom McCombs. You're so close. There's one that's green.
Oh, the green. Oh, yeah.
Talking to Nick is like talking to my own son. Okay, not the brown green one,
You got
or the
it.
black green one, the green one. All right, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Thing. Look, there's the hand brings it in. So these are the Remco dolls from the 1960s, right here. And Rob Zombie and the team at NECA wanted to pay homage to these dolls. Look at that right there. And I don't think they could have done a better job. If you look these dolls up online, you'll see that the artwork is exactly the same. And I did want to give credit too, because I realized NECA is very smart. They actually credit, my friend Tony Cipriano sculpted this, and the prototypes were by Roger Fernandez, packaging by Chris Ramo, direction and development Randy Falk, and paint John Wardell and Jeffrey Trapp, and photography Stephen Muzarek. Anyway, those are great. Now we're going to sign this for someone very special, and that person is
Mandy with an IE.
Mandy with an IE. Mandy, I hope you're there. Do we know if Mandy's there? Is there any way to tell?
Not yet. They don't have any special instructions other than that, but just for Mandy.
Mandy with an IE. So Mandy, I am going to sign this for you, and I am blessed to do so. And I think, Mandy, that this is the very first one of these that I'm going to sign. Am I right, Danny?
She's here. Mandy
Hey, Mandy.
Wolcott is there. She's watching.
Mandy, this is for you. Mandy, this is the first one I've ever signed, I think. I'm pretty sure. Mandy with an IE. M-A-N-D-I-E.
Yep.
And Mandy, since you're here, you can tell me. Would you like me to sign it there? Because you might meet Jeff and Sherry. Is that what you'd like?
We'll see if
We're
she
gonna see what you
responds.
say if you're there, Mandy. If not, I'll use dealer's choice. We're waiting for Mandy. Yeah, as if you haven't heard that enough. Like Sears Roebuck. By the way, that was the everybody says, oh, how's your brother Sears?
She said, love, love, love.
Love,
Yes.
love, love. Okay. M-A-N-D-I-E for you. M-A-N-D-I-E. And I always sign God bless, and that's how you know it's my signature. And there you go, the count. And it's ready for Jeff to sign when you see him. Mandy, M-A-N-D-I-E, that's for you. How about that? This is exciting, literally the first one of these. And I did an unboxing video. If you haven't seen it yet, watch the unboxing video. I don't know, I just happened in my voice. Mandy, this was a dream come true for me. Like other actors won Oscars, I wanted to be a toy. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. So very blessed that the good people at NECA made it happen. So we're going to hand this off to the man from Streamily. And Mandy, I hope you have a wonderful, healthy, happy holiday. God bless you. Thank you so much for taking part in this event. And tell your friends. We'll be here for a little while if anybody else needs anything.
Next up, speaking of, is the lost one right there.
Boom, right there.
And this one is for Tim. Tim with as many eyes as you can ask for. And they asked,
Wait, does he only have one eye?
well,
He probably has two eyes, but how many eyes are in your name?
they say sign Tim with multiple eyes, does not matter how many. It's how he likes to say his name, or it's his far and away his favorite lost character.
Oh, thank you, Tim. All right, that made Tammy laugh, so that's good. Okay, so we're going Tim with a lot of I's. T I I I I I I I I. It sounds like a lot of actors hanging out. Get it? I. Me. You know how they say me. That's just like singers. It's all they think of. And I'm going to put in another I and then an M. Tim, I'm going to give you advice because this is one of your favorite characters. I don't know if you're watching, but maybe you'll watch later. Tim, I've got some good life advice for you. This is for you, my brother. Tim, from Dr. Arzt himself, Tim, don't play with dynamite. Trust me on this. This is great advice coming from a man who knows. Tim, thank you so much for taking part in this event, and that's yours. Tim! Don't play with dynamite, Dr. Arzt. Thank you, Tim. Have a happy, merry holiday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Streamily Nick.
Next up is a Grandpa Munster.
Yeah, here's right here. Grandpa Munster. Hello, this date 13. That's lucky. Okay, and who's this for?
This is for Side Chick.
Oh, side chick. I have a side chick. No, you're my main chick. I don't have a side chick. Wait, I said that wrong. Whatever I said it wrong. Side chick. SIDE. Is that one word?
I believe they put it as two, so side space chick.
Chick. Yeah, we want to be grammatically correct. Side chick. Very nice to meet you. I was thinking, side chick, we're making shirts because Tammy's my third wife. And I always say she's my third, this Tammy, my third wife. And she says, I'm your last wife. So you know that final girl? I think we're going to have t-shirts at the convention that say final wife. All right, side chick, the count, that's for you. Side chick, number 13. Everything okay, Tam?
Yeah, I just hit a button and I was like confused. It's all good.
Were we off camera?
No, you weren't off camera.
All right. That's for you, side chick. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you.
I'm learning the Facebook Live.
Tammy's learning Facebook Live.
Next up is the mini poster,
Mini poster.
and this one is for Logan. No special instructions.
Logan, now how great is this? I applaud you on your genius. Because, Logan, what we have here is my great friend, Jeff Daniel Phillips, who's so excellent in the movie. Have you seen it? He's just great. I mean, he's so brilliant. He's already signed this, Logan. And so I'm going to sign it here. So now all I have to do is track my friend Sherry Moon Zombie down, and she'll sign it too. So this is great, Logan. I think we're going to make this really special for you. I think we'll go silver too. LOGAN.
Yes, sir.
LOGAN. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys may not know this, but I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people, if some of my friends are on or people who know me, the simple fact is I'm an autograph collector too. I've been doing it for years. I used to write to, I'm telling them, I write to Roddy McDowell, I write to Vincent Price, and they would, send stuff back. So this makes me happy because now you have two signatures. How great is that? So Logan, that's for you. Very, very happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you, Logan. I hope everything is going great and that you have a great 2023.
All right.
So by the way, the side chick
Yep.
is our friend Teresa's rubber chicken.
Oh, so shit. Teresa, it's for you. Our friend Teresa celebrates the rubber chicken as others might celebrate Christmas. The rubber chicken goes with her everywhere. It's very entertaining, very sweet. Teresa, that's you, a great friend of ours. We love you. Have a wonderful holiday. All right. Take care of where you are. Thank you.
Next up is for, as right here, sorry, this one I think just came in actually. For Chopper Kovac.
Chopper Kovac.
I'm gonna place it right there so you can see
So I
it.
get it wrong. Kovac.
Yeah,
That's a good Chopper. That's a good.
it's a good name. It's a good stage
Yeah,
name.
Chopper Kovac. And then it's an ACH. That's you sound like one of my people from Eastern Europe. A Kovac. Okay, Chopper, this is for you. Coming your way. Signing it to Chopper Kovac, CHOPPERKOVACH. There you go, buddy. Thank you so much. We hope that you have a marvelous holiday, and we're so grateful to you. I remember this is the night that we shot where we come out and we see the party. This was one of the last nights we shot on the house set, and just when we got there and I saw this house set, I knew that Rob Zombie was a genius, and I'm saying that he was a genius. It looks exactly like the house in the show. So
Chopper said he met you in San Diego a couple weeks ago, maybe at the screening.
Yeah, at the screening. Chopper, you met me at the screening for a film called Miracle at Manchester. It'll be out next year by JC Films. We should give them a plug. Were you in the film, Chopper? I met a lot of people. Some had been in the film. But I play a great guy down there in San Diego named Ed Hansen in this wonderful story about a miracle. A young man, Bryce Newman, had inoperable brain cancer. 1,200 students from the Catholic school that he went to prayed over him, and the brain cancer disappeared. So it's a movie that stars myself, Dean Cain, Kathy Patterson.
Chopper said he was in it.
Corey Gateman. Chopper. Oh, Chopper. Oh, wait, I know who you are, Chopper.
And Jeff Daniel Phillips just joined us.
Jeff
Hi,
Daniel
Jeff.
Phillips. Hey, Jeff. Everybody, Jeff is on. Jeff, let him have some love. Tell him how much you loved him and his Herman Munster. I've got to put up a picture because Rob, when he asked me to be in it, Jeff and I got together at a restaurant in, Jeff, do you remember that? A restaurant in Van Nuys or North Hollywood. And we started talking about, oh my gosh, this is really happening. We really have to do this. So that was so long ago, and here we are. We just signed a poster with you, Jeff, and
we actually got one more.
we got one more. Is it next?
Yeah.
Can we do it next?
Yeah, for sure. This one's just a signature.
This is just a signature. We were saying, Jeff, how great it was that we've already got you. You were gracious to sign these for people. So I'm going to sign here next to you. How cool is this? I think Jeff Daniel Phillips needs a Streamily event.
Mm-hmm.
He's in all those Rob Zombie movies, and Jeff was a Geico caveman, and he's a great actor. And what's he say? Stop talking about
He
me.
said, I picked up the bill at that restaurant.
You did not pick up the bill. I think we went Dutch, you schnook. Maybe you did pick up the bill. Okay, there it is. How about that? That's the miracle of Streamily. Look, you get 2 autographs. That's almost done. All you need is a couple more on there. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, do I owe you lunch? I'll take care of it. I promise. I swear.
Next up
Next up,
is the Dr. Munster, or Grandpa Munster, for Nikolai.
the kid, Dr. Munster. Wait a minute. Is this Nikolai Cabana?
It just says Nikolai. With a C, with just a C.
Oh, with a C.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nicolai.
Okay, you're gonna spell that for me again. Oh, make it hard. All right. This is for Nikolai. It might be the Nikolai, who's sometimes in the movies I make when he's not too busy. NICOLAI. Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Okay. And you got a little of my DNA on there too, Nikolai. That's if you want to set me up for like some murder, just leave this picture there. They'll be like, we know who this is. All right, so I'm signing God bless, and to you and the count. Nikolai, thank you for your support. A happy holiday to you and a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, next up is another for Jason.
Yeah, another Grandpa Munster. Yeah, for you, Jason. This is for you. Yeah, Jason. Perfect. Look, he gave me this. Like how smart I am. I know how to spell a name with 6 letters, 5 letters. Jason, this is for you. Thank you so much for being part of this event. And we are very grateful to you. And we hope that you and yours have a very happy and healthy holiday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Next up is the Monsters group, and this one is for Lori and Jim Carroll.
This is for you, Lori and Jim Carroll. Lori, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The Nick from Streamily is 24. Dan from Dublin, Pennsylvania is 59. So it takes a little while for me to see things. Tammy, do we do this one in gold?
Yes, usually.
Okay. Miss Lori and Jim. Lori and Jim, that's for you. Thank you so much for your participation, and I hope that you and your family have a happy holiday. Is this what you guys look like? Yeah. Lori and Jim, yeah. And then Grandpa, yeah. I'm sure you're a lot better looking than Jeff Daniel Phillips' Herman. So now I owe lunch to.
Next up, maybe for Jason again.
Jason?
Yeah. If possible, please include the quote, "Once you hit 300, everything starts to go."
On the same one?
No, different one. New print.
Jason, you want
It might be a different Jason.
Okay, because I know this is true, Nick. There are people named Jason more than one in the country.
Look, I haven't heard that, so
You've never met.
I only know one.
Nick's never met a Jason. This is the only Jason. So, same picture.
Same picture, yeah.
All right.
And just emphasize that people can purchase an autograph now if they go back to Streamily.
True. Streamily.com/Daniel Roebuck.
Yes, you can do it now. We have more of these toys, and believe me, these are going to be rare. They make them and then they go away forever. So we have the toys, and we have posters that Jeff Daniel Phillips has pre-signed, and he's here on Streamily acknowledging that is swearing under oath that his signature and not me doing his signature. By the way, the thing about Jeff, I have to say, when it comes to autograph, that's a heck of a nice signature.
Yeah.
It's a little embarrassing. This is like I'm just the guy who wrote the Declaration of Independence. He's the guy who signed it first, John Hancock. But we have those, and we have toys and more lost pictures. We have so much stuff. But Jason, this is for you. Jason, yeah. Jason, and the quote again is,
"Once you hit 300, everything starts to go, comma, and I mean everything."
I did an ellipses instead of a comma. I thought it would be a little more interesting in the written form. I mean everything. Yeah. I said that to Sylvester McCoy. So while we were rehearsing for the movie, Jeff and Sherry and myself, Rob, the DP, Zoran Popovic, I'm going to tell story, Jason. So this is before I say Merry Christmas to you. And the Abby, Leno, and Mike Elliott, we were in a bubble in a little tiny hotel that was great. The people at Brody House in Budapest were amazing. But if you had me describe what Brody House looked like, it looks like the place with the red door that Liam Neeson went to in Taken to find the guys who killed his or kidnapped his daughter, and then he killed them all. That's what it looked like. And we were thinking we're going to a hotel. Anyway, we were all together for those first few weeks and bonded so well. And then Sylvester McCoy was the first new guy to come in because he was shooting the first week. So that was a heck of an experience. Do you know Sylvester? You know, he's in one of the Doctor Who's, the 7th Doctor Who maybe. And he's in the movies. He plays, I was going to say a Munchkin, a Hobbit, whatever. But great guy. And anyway, that's my great memories of old Sylvester McCoy and how the fun we had. So this is for you, Jason, and it is true. Once you hit everything, 300, everything starts to go. I mean, everything. Have a very Merry Christmas. God bless you and your family.
Next up, Chopper Kovac has swept in buying one of the trio toys.
Chopper! Boom.
And he said he's a friend of Eddie's. He wasn't in the movie, but
Oh,
a friend of Eddie's from North Carolina that flew in for.
Oh, Chopper, I remember meeting you. Yes. Okay, so this is for you, Chopper Kovac. Wowza, mowza. There you go. These are fun, Chopper. I'm glad you got it. Am I sticking my tongue out?
No, I do that.
Not yet.
My son Buster does that. I noticed when he'd paint Easter eggs, I would be like, and then I would say, "Where did you get that from?" And my mom found pictures of me doing it too. Chopper, that's for you. Thank you for swooping in. This is yours. I appreciate you. Have a very Merry Christmas, buddy.
He said Merry Christmas, and he had some questions about the blacklight poster. If the blacklight poster glows in the blacklight.
So can you see it? Show it to them, Tim. Like they can see it. Pardon me while I choke to death in my. This will be the first Facebook Live that turns into a Facebook dead. Okay, so all right, back to me.
And they are flocked.
They are flocked. These posters, you guys, we call them posters. They're art prints. They're so thick. Here, I'll hold this. Grab another one of those out, Tam. Here, look at me. Wait, look at Nick from Streamily. And look at me. All right, thanks, Tam. Okay. So these prints, this isn't like a piece of paper. This is a thick art print. And it's flocked, like the ones that we would get at Spencer Gifts or at the Allentown Fair when we were kids. It's gorgeous. It even smells. It smells old. I don't know how they did that. Probably had it.
And our friend Tony Cook from Haunted Pyramids says they glow great because he has one.
Tony Cook, who's working with us in a movie. Tony's one of my crew in the upcoming movie we're making called Tuesday's Flu. So these are spectacular, honest to gosh, and they're just great, and we happily get them. We do have enough. If a few people decide, hey, I want one of those, we do have them, and they're gorgeous. They glow great. Yeah, we had it at Tony's Haunted House, the Haunted Pyramids, and they had a black light right above it. It looked so great. So I'm going to put this here. I know we have more to do, but they're here, and we have a number of them if you need them. Oh, it's like number one, you get the card. Number two, the steak knife. Number three, you're fired. Always be closing. So, I mean, I don't know when we will have time to do this again. So if this is something you want and something you want signed, this is the time to do it. I will do another Streamily event. By the way, they're terrific people. They're, I'd say anytime you think, who's up? You can go to streamily.com. It'll tell you which, I don't want to call myself a celebrity, call myself an actor. And even then I'm, the reviews are still not in. Streamily.com is great. Anyway, we're going to do this and we're doing it now. So who's next?
Next up is another Lost poster for nobody in particular, but their special instruction is that you just include the doctor's name.
Okay.
Under the signature.
I feel bad about that for nobody in particular. I mean, it's going to somebody, Nick.
Yes.
But that somebody isn't a nobody. There is somebody. So it's for somebody.
It is for somebody.
Somebody in particular.
Yes.
Who's refuses to give us.
Who would like to stay anonymous?
Yes. Who doesn't want to be part of these shenanigans, like Chopper Kovacs and my other friend, Dr. Arzt. There you go.
Our friend Chris from Buffalo Bill's house is on, says hi.
Oh, can we talk about that? Chris from Buffalo Bill's house. Okay. So that is for you, my anonymous friend. And I say to you anonymously, have a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas. So while I'm giving you that, I want to talk about this thing. Chris, what is the website they should go to for the house? Put that up. I'm going to talk about it. So do you guys know you could stay in the house that they filmed Buffalo Bill's house in Silence of the Lambs? You could go to the house. It's an Airbnb. It's absurd. But it's, our friend Chris is an art director and a set decorator, and they have turned it into an experience like no other experience.
BuffaloBillsHouse.com.
BuffaloBillsHouse.com.
Wow.
So go there. It's outside of Pittsburgh. It's in Western Pennsylvania. In the first place, I love this guy. He's a great guy, and everything he does is top notch. And the house, we haven't stayed there, but
Hopefully in June.
we're coming, Chris. We're coming. Yeah. Save a few days for us. And he was so excited the last night. He was like, "We built a pit."
The well.
Well, we built the well, but it's a faux well. You can't really throw anybody in it and make them put the lotion on anything. So you should all know that this is not the real thing. This isn't Westworld. This is to go stay at the place. Anyway, I implore other people watching it who love what we watch. You might have fun doing that. What a great place to take a date. Who's next?
Next is from Mark.
From Mark.
M-A-R-K.
One of those.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, here's what's next. Is this next?
Mm-hmm.
Look, if this kid knew that one day, look how handsome and cute I was. Look, if he knew that one day, look at all that hair. No, look at it. I was so cute.
You're still cute.
Oh, thanks, Tammy. You have to say that because you're married to me. Okay, this one is from Mark.
Yeah, M-A-R-K.
Oh no, that's there is
There's a C,
M-A-R-C.
yeah.
There's a C. No, Nick from Streamily, you're exactly right. I could have blown that. M-A-R-K.
I've been doing this long enough to know that even the easy names can be
Right.
tricky.
M-A-R-K. All right, Mark, this is for you. If you're watching, I hope that you have a very merry holiday, happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and that you and your family are doing great. Mark, that's for you from the count. Yeah, that's for you, Mark. Yeah, mark my words. Yeah.
John wanted to know, how do I go about sending in my own items to get you to sign them?
Oh, I don't know if to Streamily do that.
We can do that when you guys are in LA. We can have them ship it to our office. We'll have you into the studio and you can sign them all, and then we'll send them right out basically the same day.
All right, so we could do. Unfortunately, I don't know that I'm going to be there for a while.
Yeah, but
I would also say you can PM us on Facebook, and either we'll do it that way or we'll do it through Streamily. But I'm happy to,
Or see what conventions we're at.
Oh,
yeah,
Could be
but-
at Days of the Dead.
well, but we're in one place. I understand, again, as a collector, I understand that that's cool if we can pull it off. So if you PM us, if we verify that you're not some creep, we'll give you a place to send it to. One time, by the way, a guy just out of the blue asked if I would if I could sign his Dudes album. And I was like, sure, send it to me. And would you believe the day the album landed, I was going to have lunch with John Cryer and Catherine Mary Stewart. So I was just signing his Dudes album, and I took it, and I got to the stars of the movie. We all signed it. When he opened it, he was like, "What?" So anyway, these things work out. So we'll do either Streamily or you can PM us on Facebook, and we'll figure it out. And we have other kinds of things. We have so much fun Munsters merchandise, Brett's dolls, etc., that we can help you with those. Who's next, my friend?
next up is Ray, R-A-E. And Ray says, "You're my favorite actor by far, and I love watching you in everything, particularly Final Destination, River's Edge, and Nash Bridges. I could use some positive words right now, so feel free to write anything uplifting. Love to you from Kent, United Kingdom."
Thank you. I don't know if you're watching because it's the middle of the night. R-E-A?
Yeah, R-A-E.
R-A-E. Ray, here's what I want to tell you this in case you track this down. And everybody on here, I know, will back me up on this, and they're going to send love your way. I get emotional because sometimes it's hard, and sometimes it's hard around the holidays. There's a lot of stuff going on. Sometimes it's just, sorry, Tammy, while I'm trying to do it. Where was I, Tammy, while you were straining away? Sometimes it is hard. So you know, I have a faith in God. That's where I draw my power, and I never speak politically, publicly, but I always speak religiously to say that I get great calmness from believing in a power that's higher than me, and from knowing that I'm part of a huge world in which we all work together. Sometimes we come together to be silly and sign things. Other times we come together to work together. Other times we come together to protest together, or whatever, or worship together. Whatever we're doing, um, we're all equally important in the chain of the world. So when one of us is weak, we're all weak. So we're going to pray for you to be strong. Okay, Ray? And that's RAE.
Yes, sir.
RAE. So Ray, my words of encouragement are, God bless you, because I know he does. Okay, who am I in this? Now I have to remember who I was in this. And by the way, let me just tell you, now back, so that's my note for Ray. I still have this coat. And I still have this coat. Because I'm not an idiot. And that's for you, Ray. Okay, God bless.
Our friend Nelson, aka Sterling.
Sterling Nelson, poor guy.
From Edmonton is on.
Hello, how is the family? I hope your
You're
family
probably
is great.
freezing in Edmonton.
And hey, Nelson, and then everybody's like, you know, it's cold here in Florida. You know, it's like 57. You know, they're all wearing parkas. I hope your children are great and your beautiful wife. We had a wonderful time promoting Getting Grace, the movie we did at around the country and in Canada, and up in their funeral home in Canada, in Edmonton. We were just grateful to be there and celebrate Getting Grace and celebrate hospice care and everything else. So we give the kids our love. And hey, send us a picture of how old they are now. They got to be doing great, and hopefully we'll see you at Disneyland soon. Come to Disney World.
Rick Sanchez would like to know how much for the poster. How much do we have the posters on
this poster
on Streamily?
Yeah, for the big one, the small ones are 45.
This one?
No, those signed.
Yeah, the small one. The big one is
with Jeff's signature.
that one's 108.
Yeah, with Jeff's signature 108. It's just me 45, and then these are.
Oh, let me check right now. This one. 112.
These are 112. This is
108.
108 because Jeff signed it, and then we have posters somewhere with no signature that are just 45. Is that okay? There you go. All right. Why am I holding this? I'll put it back. All right, everybody. I got it. Has anybody noticed that everything that they make now looks like, you know, it's from a 1950s movie? Okay.
Next up is another Grandpa Munster for Rick.
Yay.
And the special instructions are stay off the road to nowhere.
Stay off the road to nowhere, Rick. Rick. Stay off the road to nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. No, I'm laughing because I almost wrote that on here. Does he want that on there?
I mean, that's the only special. All he said was "Stay off the road to nowhere!" Exclamation point.
This is my great friend Rick D, who is such a great guy, a funny guy.
Rick just messaged hello from nowhere.
Rick, can we talk about Mr. D? His dad wrote a play called "The Road to Nowhere," which I think we can acknowledge might be one of the most bad plays ever written. It was about bilingual education in Tamaqua or something. Anyway, The Road to Nowhere. We always think that we should name one of our ACOP movies The Road to Nowhere and make it the Mr. D story. Okay. I'm writing to you, Rick, never go down the road to nowhere. Anyway, don't think us, by the way, that we're not making fun of his late father, who was a great man and a terrific human being. He was so smart one time. Rick, can I tell the story about the plastic factory? Are you there?
He's here.
So they had a plastic factory that made pieces of plastic, and they were trying to sell the factory to someone, and nobody would buy it. So he had some potential buyers come in, and Rick's dad hired 5 guys to walk around the factory wearing white coats, taking notes while they looked at the machines, and the people thought it was the most valuable factory. So he sold it. Is that right, Rick? He sold it for more. So Mr. D knew what he was doing. Rick, never go down the road to nowhere. How sweet of you to be part of this. You're an old friend and a great guy. Thanks, Rick. I love you, buddy.
A guy named Brett Anderson would like a shout out.
Brett Anderson, a shout out to you. You got it. This is me. Watch. Let's really make it a shout out. Brett Anderson! That's a shout out. I hope you're doing good. I probably ruined my voice. How can I go on, Brett? I hope you're happy, Brett. I hope you are doing great and having a great holiday. God bless you, Brett.
Next up,
Yes,
another
sir.
one that snuck in.
Ooh,
Just a signature, no special instructions.
just a signature. Okay, no specials, no shenanigans. There you go. This is fun. You guys, you have to know, like, when I was a little boy, I was a clown in a circus, a vampire clown named the Count. You may have heard that story. When Rob Zombie asked me to be in this movie, when he was hanging up, I said, I'm going to send you a script, but it's not Grandpa because there's no Eddie, so you're the Count, right? And so that's a dream come true right there. And so you're part of it now. You, the anonymous person, this is for you. And you, the anonymous person, have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday.
Next up is another just signature from another potentially anonymous person. This one is the mini poster.
The mini poster.
Yes, sir.
What, with Jeff's signature?
With Jeff's signature, yeah, no
No,
special.
I'm sorry, with the mini poster with Jeff's signature.
Yes, with Jeff's signature. Yes. Sorry, my hearing is not what it used to be.
No, it's perfectly okay. And that's just a signature?
Yep.
And remind people, streamily.com/Daniel Roebuck is how you can purchase a signature.
And this experience we're having together, which is a lot of fun. But you can go to streamily.com, but do it soon. We only have a few more things to sign.
I think these are the last two after this.
Okay, so
I think the last one.
we'll is there any questions I want to give if anybody else wants to get in there and take part in this? First, we've got to give credit. We got to say thank you to Tammy Roebuck for holding
Yes.
the phone for the last hour, because we're not smart enough after 12 years to know how Facebook works. Are there any questions, anything you want to know about the Munsters or upcoming things or anything out there?
I'm waiting for, Ray said, thanks for signing my poster.
Oh, you're up, Ray. What are you doing up in the middle of the night?
Well, unless it's someone who already got a poster, I don't know.
Okay.
Lots of questions. Will there be a sequel?
Wow. Will there be a sequel? Man, wait, was that Jeff Daniel Phillips?
No, but he also asked. He was like, Dan, will there be a sequel?
Man, wouldn't it be great? Here's how you get a sequel if you want a sequel. You get online and you go to Universal Studios and you demand a sequel to it. I've been trying that. They won't take my call anymore. But, you know, the way things get done, you guys, there was a lot of weird, horrible negativeness about this brilliant, fun, silly movie we made called Rob Zombie's The Munsters. And none of us understood why that was, because we all made it with a happy heart and a healthy attitude, and we tried to make it the best movie we could make it. And then I realized people have figured a way that they could do two things. One, they could monetize their negativity, and that's a bad place for our world to be, where negativity becomes something that you can make money on. So they would do their Munsters, you know, the Munsters movie. Yeah, see, and then people would click on that and go, oh my God, this guy's really gonna say something funny about it. But they all say the same stuff. And every time someone says something good about it, there's a force of evil that goes right on and says, I couldn't get through the first 5 minutes. Well, if you watch the first 5 minutes of the Munsters, you didn't see the Munsters. You only saw two great actors, Richard Brake and Jorge Garcia. So, like, we know they're full of crap because those two guys are really entertaining, but you still didn't see the Munsters. Anyway, what I'm getting to is if you want a sequel, tell Universal Studios you want it. Tell them. Demand it.
Mark Doyle said Universal has his picture at the gate and he can't get near it.
Yeah, I can't get through. No, it's true. No, they wouldn't even let me ride the Jurassic Park ride. They wouldn't even let me get soaking wet. They're so mad at me because I call every 5 minutes. Hello, and I use different voices. Hey, how are you? I like to see the monster. Click. They know it's me.
We had a question about when you're going to go to Denver to shoot the special film with Creature Kid.
Oh, yes. They've got before we shoot my part of the movie, a lot of puppets and a lot of special effect things have to be built. So that's what they're working on now. I think a lot of people got their stuff fulfilled from Creature Kid. They were very happy with their boxes. But I want to tell you something. That movie's going to be so much fun and so sweet, and we can't wait to make it. And we'll make it this coming year, I'm sure.
Another order just came in for another Munsters mini poster for Chopper.
Chopper, my gosh! So the one from with Jeff.
Yep.
Chopper, you're a nice guy. Look, I don't even have to look up your name. I know how to spell it. Chopper, that's very sweet. Hopefully you're giving these as Christmas gifts. Okay. There you go.
All right, and we have another one too that just snuck in as well. Another one of these 8x10s, and this one is for Nico, Niko.
Nico.
Nico is from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and they are very happy to get an autograph from quote unquote local.
Nico.
Sign anything you'd like.
Nico, do we know each other?
I don't know if he is on this live event.
Niko, did you say?
Yeah.
Well, that's very sweet. Nico, that's for you. And Nico, if you are there, have a very happy holiday and a Merry Christmas with you and your family. Whatever holiday you celebrate, I hope you're celebrating it with people you love.
Cool. And last but certainly not least, we have.
I have two.
Yeah, that one I think skipped ahead somehow. But last but certainly not least is Grease, obviously from Jedi Fallen Order.
Grease from Jedi Fallen Order.
And please, no special name to shout out, but the quote, "Get your hands off my ship."
Yeah.
And say thank you so much. Grease is my brother's favorite character from the game.
That's sweet. So we're just signing it not to anybody.
Yeah, not to anybody, but just that the signature and the quote.
Okay, get your hands off my ship. It's my duck stick. So you guys, this experience of being part of the Star Wars world is another dream come true. That, I mean, you couldn't, there's just, I remember in 1977, 13, 14 years old, seeing the movie. 14 I was just, and if you would have said one day you're going to be part of this storyline, because we're still in the Skywalker storyline.
Right.
Now they just put up the trailer for the sequel, and they didn't put this character in it. I wish I could tell you if I was in it, but I can't tell you if I was in it because they didn't put me in the trailer. So anyway, that's for you guys, you two brothers. Thank you so much, or brother or sister, whatever, the two siblings. Thank you. for playing the game. And I know the next game is going to be marvelous, whether Grease is in it or not. But it's going to be fantastic.
A guy, Billy, asked, how did the Star Wars opportunity come about?
Oh, that's a great question. So, Billy, they're very smart. It was Tom Keegan was the performance director, and I had worked with him on Dead Rising 3. So they called me into audition. Nick, you might find this interesting.
Yeah.
So they called me into audition, and I read the part, and I immediately knew, oh, this is the Ernie Borgnine of whatever this is. So I did this Ernie Borgnine thing, and I'm going to get back to that. So circle that. I did this Ernie Borgnine thing, and after the first read, the director Tom Keegan, who's so sweet and great and talented, said, "Dan, you know how you're saying Templar Knights? Don't say Templar Knights." I'm like, okay, because this is a thing actors make the mistake of going, but they don't listen. And I listen. That's why I work all the time. So he said, don't say Templar Knights. He said, say Jedi Knights. And I said, Jedi Knights. and they're smart. Why, Nick? Because they know I'm a guy in my 50s. If you tell me it's Star Wars, I'll be like, I'll screw it up. So they were, for my benefit, I made sure I didn't screw it up. So that's when I knew it was a Star Wars project. All right, now remember that thing we circled? When they first started talking about it, they said it was a combination of like John C. Reilly and something else. But I wasn't John C. Reilly, and that always bugged me because why's it got to be John C. Reilly? Why not? But that's what they had in their head. But then when they really deep dove into the book, I think it's in the book, and I think on one of the videos, one of the writers said, well, we knew we needed like this Ernie Borgnine character in it. So that's the intuition of an actor. And that's why I say, if you're on this and you're an actor, you should know all medium and all media. Like if I was just Joe Shakespeare, I wouldn't have had any idea that who Ernie Borgnine was. But because I've watched every single movie that I could ever watch, I knew that character was an archetype. We were talking about, Nick and I were talking about Commedia dell'arte. So there's that Dottore or the the general, right? Like a combination of those archetypes are in like all these movies, and that's what Ernie Borgnine always played. Anyway, that's how it came about, and I wish I could tell you if I was in the other one. So I'd like to see, listen, find someone like Tammy who laughs at your jokes. Because Tammy likes to laugh at my jokes. She thinks I'm funny and cute, right, Tammy?
Yes.
You're under no duress. Nobody's holding a gun to your head.
You know who just joined us is Tomas Boykin.
Tomas Boykin, by the way, where's Tomas, the great Tomas Boykin, who plays my son, Lester. He's such a great actor. He's in the Monsters. He should also do a Streamily. Yeah. We'll bring all the Monsters to Streamily. Nick, me and you, we're going to make that happen.
I'm down for it. That would be great.
Yeah, he's down for it. Yeah. So, all right, on behalf of the one and only brilliant Al Lewis, thank you. On behalf of my wife, Tammy, my friend, Nick, who came all the way down here from Points North to be part of this event. And from everybody who loves the Monsters, if you want to see more of it, write to Universal Studios. If you need any of this stuff afterwards, it'll either be at Streamily or you can reach out to us on Facebook. We're happy if we're in town and we can fulfill it. We'll fulfill it. So I think that's all we have. So I say then to all of you then, and you know this because you know my heart, I am grateful for all of the support you always give myself, A Channel of Peace. If you want to hear about the movies we make, you can go to achannelofpeace.org. I just am grateful for everything that you do for me and you support me, and I hope you know that I am appreciative. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to all of you. God bless you all. We're going off live, and we'll see you another time.
And remember to always go to streamily.com.